Alright guys, welcome back to the Frugal Homestead. So today I just want to do a quick video and talk to you guys about apple peeler, corers, and slicers. Alright, so there's a lot of different products in the market. I'll be honest with you, most of them are made by the exact same company. Some are even painted different colors, but mostly they come in red. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is this style. This is a plastic one. This literally only slices. Alright? It does nothing else. So in other words, it doesn't peel, it doesn't core, it just slices. Not a great one for everything we do. So we'll get rid of that one. This one, which I've parted these out. We pick them up at yard sales and stuff because we run so many apples through them, we tear them up. This is the suction cup style one. When you put it down and suction cup it, it's not real good. It doesn't hold real well at all. And sometimes on Corian, granite, or regular countertops, it'll suction cup on hold better. Some real nice flat tables, but most times you're not going to have a nice table you're going to be trying to do apples on. So this kind I don't like. Now if you look at this kind down here, it's got a clamp that comes down under and you tighten it up to the bottom of your table. This is the style you want. Like I said, it comes under a lot of different names, so I'm not going to try and start pitching names out there because the name may also carry this style. You have to watch what you're ordering. I will put an Amazon link under this video in the description box to this exact type so that you get the right one. Next thing I have to tell you is if you're doing hard apples or crab apples or anything like that, these things will wear out if you do massive amounts. And when I say massive amounts, I don't mean like you're doing a couple things of apple butter, a couple things of applesauce. No, I'm talking about we sit down and do full-size totes, 4 and 5 at a time in a year. And by doing that, we would literally wear the seals out of these. So we would just pick these up at yard sales or wherever we could find them. Sometimes I'd just buy these ones with the suction cup because they're cheaper by a few bucks. And I would just take the parts out of them. Now you can see we've got a lot of parts. So just wanted you guys to know that. Now let's go into operations. So on this, to pull it back and retract it to put an apple in, you push right here, or you can from the bottom side pull here, and you pull it back. Alright, that resets. That's how you reset and start over. Now, we've got all kinds of apples, but I want you to look at these because these are real natural apples. These are left alone to do what they're supposed to do. They're mixed with multiple breeds. They have no good form or shape. These are the hard apples to do, but these are what we grow. So, start cranking, and then when I get close, I let go of the peeler, and it starts peeling the apple. So just so you see, it's peeling the apple. Now sometimes I keep my finger on it just to pull back a little resistance when it's starting, because like now I just hit a bad spot. Now you see it's starting to come through the cutter. You want it to line up through the cutter. And sometimes your peel will stop when your cutter goes. It's okay, just let it keep going. And as you see, it comes to the end. We pull this, pick up this, now that is all of your actual apple that you can go cook with and do everything with. We pull our excess off, slap it down, put everything in there, pull back, now we're reset. Let's do another one. Okay. Once again, it's peeling, but this one's got a funny shaped bottom, so it's not going to want to start in. Seems to be doing pretty good though. Now, see, that one got all out of whack, which happens when they're not perfect apples. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to reset that. And we were able to salvage that one. None of these are going to be perfect. You need to understand that. These are not maintained. This is not Apple Orchard perfect apples. We're going to do one backwards this time, because sometimes these apples will do better if you do them from the bottom side. Alright, so we pull it back, we start going. Now, when you do them this way, you have to make sure that stem comes out the hole when you're starting it, because if you don't, it's instantly going to push the apple sideways. So here we go. There you go. There's your apple. Now some people like to sit here and get picky and pull those off. Usually we don't mess with it, but boom. So I was going real slow kind of to give you guys an idea of how we do it. But you can quickly see how fast you can knock this out. Let's see what we got here. That one's real bad. Generally, I'm not this picky. I'm just doing it for show purposes here. Okay, here's a really messed up one. See that shape? That's going to give us all kinds of trouble, but I'm going to do it on purpose just to show you no apple should really go to waste. And looky there. Even the ugly apples have a good home with this peeler. If you take your time and figure out how to use it correctly, it really will do wonders for you. Now these apples, compared to our reds, usually don't want to do very well with the stem side this way. But these greens seem to want to have the stem side this way. So that's what you do. Whatever makes them work the best is what you do. But as you can see, I can whip these out. Now usually my wife will have water with lemon juice in this in order to keep them from turning brown. These we're going to use for pie filling, so there's really no reason to worry too much about it on this one. But I will sit here, and yes, I am literally sitting in my living room. And I will sit here and we will put on a TV show or a movie or something. And I will sit here and spin out an entire tote of apples. Now, when the kids all lived here and they were playing sports and trying to eat us out of house and home, they used to sit here with us too. And we'd put a movie on TV and we'd each take turns. And there'd be two of us sitting here and we'd be running apples. The other people would be taking them and bringing them back, and then we'd switch out. And that's how we did it when the kids were young. You know, it was a real family event. That's a monster. To try to keep enough food in the house. And this was one of the ways we did it. And people sometimes find it really funny that I'm sitting in the living room doing this, but I mean, used to be different though. I mean, we used to have like a big beach towel down under us, so you for sure wouldn't get any juice on the floor or anything. So, just wanted to give you guys a quick look at it. As you can see, it's pretty basic. When you first look at it, it can be kind of daunting. Just know your parts. This is your corer. This is your cutter right through here. This is your peeler. And you want to help it by pulling it back and letting it go in slowly. This has an adjustment on top. It wants to be just, this part needs to be just forward of this. And this just basically needs to be lined up so it will do, if I got enough fingers here. See how that goes through it? That's how you know this is lined up. That is literally all you have to do to know it's lined up. It does have an adjustment here. So, pretty simple piece of hardware. Like I said, people end up buying the suction cup kind and get really ticked off because it don't work. The clamp-on kind is the kind you want. It just spins up on the bottom. It works on anything. You can put it on the bottom of a piece of plywood if you want to do this outside on 2 sawhorses with a stool. If you want to do this on a table, the edge of a countertop, a butcher block, whatever you're using, you want it clamped on so it ain't going nowhere. If not, you're going to have big problems. So, my wife is in the next room anxiously waiting on me to finish these so that she can go record her apple pie freezing video where she pre-makes the apple pie filling and freezes it. So I got to get some apples done. So until next time, I'm Tony. I appreciate you guys watching. And from here on the Frugal Homestead, we hope that your apples come out as well as our apples do.